Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yorinda Molalao, and if this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you can keep getting videos from me. So today, I'm sure from the title of this video, you feel like, what's she talking about? Canada will frustrate you. Really, Canada will frustrate you. But before I even get down to the topic, please, let me put out a disclaimer there to say that this video is not in any way to discourage anyone from coming to Canada. Come to Canada. Yes, I worked hard to get here. I'm happy here. I feel good. So I'm not discouraging anyone from coming to Canada. Neither am I trying to say that it's a bad thing that we came here. But I'm just trying to talk about this issue because I'm not the only one going through this. A lot of people are going through this, and seeing this video might encourage somebody to say that you're not alone. It would help people who are not in Canada to be better prepared of what they are coming to face, alongside managing people's expectations. And maybe also in the sense of preparing, it will help somebody who is still back home to put things together. So what is this issue I'm talking about? The issue of Canada saying that you need to get licensed to do anything, any job. Almost every job in this Canada, you need a license to practice. Like, I already shot a video on this topic before, and while I shot that video and I was editing it, I discovered that I was too passionate about the way I was talking. Like, I was talking with so much anger in my chest because that was how I felt a couple of weeks ago while writing exams. Now I'm going to get to that part, but let me first try to explain to somebody who doesn't understand. So when you land in Canada and you're trying to find a job, you came to Canada. Most people came to Canada as a federal skilled worker. That is what they said. You came to Canada as a professional and you are here. You want to start working like maybe your profession back home. So I'm going to be using myself as an example. So I was a teacher back home. My teaching profession brought me here. So getting here, I want to go back into teaching. And I was told that, oh, it's not like back home. You have to get a license to teach here, which I understand. And for me, I understand in the sense that I didn't have a bachelor's degree in education. So if you're saying, okay, for me, I need to get a bachelor's degree in education, I did not expect it to be a long time thing, like it would take you like 2 years. That's what I was told. I would have to go back to school to get that license for 2 years. Now, this is for me. Now, let's talk about people that even have the same degree from back home. Doctors who did 7 years in university in Nigeria, and you get here. I'm from Nigeria, by the way, if you're watching from any other country. And then you get here, and then they are telling you you need to get license to practice. Nurses, you get license. Lawyers, you get license. And this thing is not, it's not like something you will do under 1 month and then you've gotten the license. Now, one of the reasons why I feel like sometimes these things are not necessary. I get that from where you're coming from, it's a different thing entirely. But we study the same thing. And then getting here, you're like, you need to go back to get that license. And getting the license has to take like maybe 2 to 3 months for you to prepare for the exams. You are in Canada, you're preparing for exams, you have your family to cater for, which means that you'll be writing that exams and also working. Now, preparing for that exam, even before preparing for the exam, you have to first pay for the exam, which is not cheap. Those exams are not cheap. You pay for the exams while still working, while still having a family. You are doing all of these things and you still need to pay your bills. You pay your rent, you pay your bills, you pay so many other things. But while you are doing all of this, you have to take up a smaller job. Like, you first take up a job that it's not in your field, just to make up for the time that you used to get back into your field. Come on, it's stressful. It's not just stressful, it's time draining, energy draining, and a lot of things. You ask professionals to come from their countries here, and we are here. These professionals who did IELTS, like before you got here, you know the number of sweats. Some people wrote IELTS like 4 times, so and then you get here and you have to go through all of these exams. And there's hardly any profession that you don't need to get a license. Now you can say that I'm rambling because I'm just trying to explain to somebody who is listening to say, if you are still in your country and you have not gotten here, I think the best thing to do is please check what are the licenses I'm supposed to take going into Canada to say, oh, if I'm a nurse will also take a license. You take a license exam. A doctor, you will take license exam. Lawyers, you take I was speaking to a lawyer friend of recent, and we just started talking about all of these things. And she took, I think, 5 exams. These exams cost like $450 per one. So if you are paying for one $450, you pay for five. I just said I was doing this teaching license, whatever. And then I had to pay for 4 different courses. One cost $789. Same goes for pharmacists. Pharmacists have to pay for exams. And you know the funny part? The funny part is in the midst of taking care of your family, going to your normal regular jobs that you need to pay the bills, doing some other things at home, you are reading for these exams. If you fail this exam, you have to pay again to write another exam. Like, is it not draining? Is it not frustrating enough? And there's nothing you can do about it. If you don't do the exams, you don't move forward. Some of these exams are even in the level 1 stage. So let's say for a pharmacist, you write the first exam, that's like the level 1. You write another one, level 2. If you fail level 1, you go back to write level 1. If you pass level 1, you move to level 2. You move to the next level. Like, when is it going to end? I know obviously it's going to end, but it's like very, very draining. You have to pass all of these exams before you even start practicing. So imagine that somebody fails this exam the first time, you fail it the second time because it's very draining. So if, for example, someone is a mom, a wife, and still working, and you are still a student, you manage all these 4 things, and maybe you don't even have one kid, you have like 2 children. You are managing those kids, managing yourself, managing your home, and you are still writing exams. When I was writing my exams, I have to read on the bus. Like when I'm going in the bus or in the train, I have to be reading my book so that I can manage the little time that I have. Because coming back home, I have so many things that I have to do. And if I say, oh, I give myself 2 hours to read this book, before 30 minutes, I'm already dozing because I'm tired. So you have all of this on your plate and you are still going to take these exams. If you don't take these exams, you don't get to practice. You get to pick up little jobs that will in the long run not make you so much money. So you eventually have to write these exams. That is what you have to go through. So imagine that you didn't even know about these exams at all. You didn't prepare your mind. Like me, I just came here. Although I know that if I'm supposed to go back into teaching, I'm actually supposed to have a bachelor of education, at least here. So let's say, for example, another person that doesn't know, and maybe a couple, wife and husband, they are here. They don't know that they're supposed to take these exams. And they come here, they start their lives. They have to take these exams. Both of them have to pay for these exams. Both of them have to read for these exams. And they still have their family to take care of. So it's not easy on anybody. That's why I'm coming out so passionately to say that if you're going through this thing, I salute you. We are going through it together. We're all in the same shoes. It's tough, but then we're going to scale through. But if you are watching from anywhere else and you've not arrived here, it's just best that you know that these things exist. If you're a professional and you want to practice in Canada, there's hardly any profession, really. Hardly any profession. Because even as small as doing a healthcare job, healthcare aid, or personal support worker, they will need you to get a license, a first aid license, CPR license. You shall take that CPR certification. Even if that exam is not so much, you still have to pay for it. So no matter how little, a baker, you will get a license. Makeup artist, you will get a license. Is that bad? So don't think that I'm a I'm a financial kinikon something something. I'm a financial something something, and then you say, I don't think I'll need a license. Please check. If you are not yet in Canada, check. Do I need a license for this? Am I going to get a license for that? You need to know that, so you prepare your mind. You manage your expectations that when I'm coming here, I know I have, like, some people tell themselves, I have 1 year to write this exam. Imagine a pharmacist that has to move from level 1 to level 2. You give yourself time that, oh, I have so and so time to finish up these exams and then start practicing. And there are also some that you can write before you come into Canada. I know that there are some that you cannot write unless you're here. But if you have the ones that you can write before you come in, please do them before you come in. They are not cheap. It will save you so much time, so much energy, because when you get here, you have to pay your bills. You are already running on Canada time, so you have to pay your bills. You have to get a job that keeps you running, and you will not actually have time to read that book. So that's why I'm coming out in this video, to one, encourage people that are in my shoes right now, to say we're in this together. God will help you scale through your exams. You will come out in flying colors. I know it's not easy. And also, to encourage anybody who had gone through these exams, you failed in it initially. Do you know how many prayers I prayed just to pass the first leg of my own course before I now even moved to the second leg? So I know how hard it is. So I'm saying to somebody that is watching, that is writing or going to write soon, that God will help you to succeed in flying colors. And to people that are watching that are not yet in Canada, you want to move here soon, just know that some of these courses you are going to take, some of these exams you are going to write. So please prepare your mind. It is going to be well. Canada will favor us all. I know that in 5 years, in few, what am I even saying? In few years from now, you would rejoice that you actually took these exams. So right now, it's like the hustling stage if you are just coming in. So do all of this certification so that you can earn big money. At least that's one guarantee that after writing these exams, I'll be able to practice in my field and I'll be able to earn as much as I want to earn. So if you have watched this video until this point and you want to come to Canada soon, please start taking these steps. And if you are here and you are pushing the exams forward, it will still be in your face. Just plan your time, prepare for it, and God will make it a success. So thank you so much for watching this video. Till I come your way next time, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And if you are in these shoes or you are in Canada right now and you know about these issues, please drop a lovely comment. Let us know what exams you are writing or you'll be writing soon, or if this thing is frustrating you too, because it's frustrating me on my chest like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.